Hi there, welcome to another edition of the Global Economic Outlook. My name is Philip, and as usual, I'll be taking you through one major event in the global economy. Today, the focus is on Nigeria when we look at the statistics released by the National Bureau of Statistics, which is about inflation rate. So it's titled Nigeria's inflation rate slows down, but must not be confused with deflation. So the National Bureau of Statistics released the data for inflation rate in the Consumer Price Index report uh, around 2 weeks ago. And it shows that inflation has actually slowed down to 17.93% in May 2021. That's from 18.12% the month before in April. Now, a lot of people have been wondering why the prices of goods and services are still going up, despite the fact that inflation has slowed down, which is why we feel in this video we should share with you that a slowdown in inflation is actually different from deflation. Uh, so we'll just look at that quickly. When inflation has slowed down, it means that prices are still increasing, but at a slower rate than before. But when it comes to deflation, deflation is a negative uh, inflation rate, which means that the prices of goods and services are actually declining. So what is happening right now is that prices are still going up, but according to the data released by the National Bureau of Statistics, is not as high as it used to be, which of course gives some optimism. The central bank, most central banks actually do not want inflation, do not want deflation actually. They would rather maintain inflation as a single digit. Um, that is what they target in terms of what the central bank is always looking to achieve. As when it's in double digits, that it becomes a concern. Like in Nigeria, for several quarters, it has been a double digit inflation rate. So that distinction is important because many people have been worried or thinking that probably the data released, has been doctored. Not necessarily, because inflation rates are slowed down, but it is not deflation, which refers to a decline in prices. So, of course, there's still a lot to worry about in Nigeria because most of the economic metrics do not look favorable at the moment. Inflation is at 17.93%, unemployment rate is at 33.33%. The exchange rate, uh, you know, uh, hasn't picked up as you would expect, especially when the price of oil has been on the increase. It's currently around $70 per barrel. And when you look at the fact that that is the major source of foreign exchange for Nigeria, you would expect that the exchange rate should be better now. But that is not the case. There are a lot of things involved, especially, the subsidy which the country still gives, which means that most of the revenue we still use it to subsidize petrol, which of course the government has to do since the economic conditions are still not favorable. And of course, we have Nigeria has itself to blame because we've not been able to, build sustainable refineries. So that's it for this week. The average Nigerian is feeling the heat. Purchasing power is under attack from multiple fronts. There seems to be no respite in sight, but hopefully soon something will change. So that's it on the global economic outlook this week. We want to invite you also for the third live edition of the Global Economic Outlook, which will take place on the 31st of July 2021. We have notable speakers and notable panelists, including Dr. Sanusi Oyari, the Executive Director of the Rural Electrification Fund, and Mr. Bimbola Onolapo, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Leap and Tower. We hope to see you there. You can subscribe to the channel or register on our website to be a part of the edition. See you then.